quick though, shoot. Was it your birthday a couple of days ago?
No.
You aren't you Team Cancer with me?
Yes.
Yeah, you Team Cancer, ain't you? Yeah, I'm June. What's your mother's name?
It was that. I guess the hashtag confused people because it was my best friend's birthday. We was in Cali for that, and people kept saying happy birthday to me. And
Was you like, yo? So, well, hold on. There was also a meme of a female that looked just like you, and I remember people were attacking you with Shorty with the blonde hair.
yeah. Yes, going crazy on the man with the wheelchair. There's one of a girl with blonde hair fighting somebody. It's always fun. They like, you don't look 40, and I'm like, because I'm not. It's not my birthday.
I was gonna say that I was gonna give you props. I was like, damn, sure, 40 years old, man. Respectfully,
Thank
you know what I'm saying? You feel me?
I'm not 40.
How's everything with you, though, mama?
Everything's good. Can't complain.
All right. Before we talk about your battle, obviously that's coming up here, man. Talk to me about you and Coffee Brown right quick. How about that battle? Talk to me about that battle.
I still think it was a good battle. Obviously, I could have done better.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? I don't know. It's just it didn't. I don't know. I seen it going a different way, not like the bars, because obviously the bars is there. I just felt like the crowd was kind of trash, and it was like, a little bit of that was like, kind of affected me. And then I just kind of, for my third, kind of went blank a little bit. And then when I got it back, you know what I'm saying? I was smoking, but it just was like, whatever. But, I think it was a really good battle, minus the hiccups. She had a slip up in the second as well. Yeah. So it was like, all right, whatever. You know what I mean? I don't know what her reasoning was for it, but the crowd was kind of like dead.
Do you ever look at yourself like this, that nobody ever disputes that Shooney can't rap? Like, we're talking about rapping.
Yeah.
Nobody's ever going to say you can't rap. Nobody's ever going to say that when Shooney's rapping, I was right there with you, Hustle, and you had something, but I'm sitting there like, damn, Shooney's rapping.
That's the thing. My material is always there.
The material's always there.
Yeah, you know what I mean? I have anxiety. Battle rap helps with anxiety, but I have anxiety, and any little thing, which I got to work on, any little thing really do fuck me up and take me off my game. Like looking at somebody and me trying to visualize what they thinking about me. Are they fucking with it or not? All of that, you know what I'm saying, kind of messes with my head. And I kind of always been that way, but I'm like a overthinker. Like I'll be looking at something and I'm just like, damn, I wonder what they thinking right now. Or is it me? Do I smell? You know what I mean? Like it just be mad shit. Like what's going on right now? You know what I'm saying? Like,
because shoot, look at this. When you battle Suge, when you battle Fendi, when you battle Castro Rizzy, and you in your bag, and you're not stumbling, nobody's beating you.
Yeah, I know. Obviously, I know that. It just be like, I don't know, when stuff switches up for me, it's hard for me to come out of that. Like we were supposed to be first. And obviously we couldn't be first because, Hustle and Eunice didn't go the night before. So they had to go. Then them two have the issue, so they can't be in the building at the same time. So Hustle had to be all the way gone at the fucking airport before Coffee came to the event. So it made us essentially like we was 4 battles in, you know what I'm saying? And people have been there waiting for a very long time and stuff like that. And certain shit like that, it affects the crowd. It affects me. You know what I'm saying? I've been ready since y'all came and got me at 1 o'clock. It's now, you know what I mean, 7, 8 o'clock. Like certain shit like that really does. And you try not to make it bother you, but after waiting around 6, 7 hours, you know what I mean? You only got one time for your adrenaline to really be like, And then after that, you just trying to make it back to what it was. You understand what I'm saying? If that makes any sense. So that certain little shit and then stuff like that. And I know me, when something bothers me, it's bothering me. You know what I'm saying? Like my outfit was.
Is that the cancer in us?
Yeah, absolutely.
I'm the same way.
It's super emotional. It's super emotional. And it's like, but we have the I don't give a fuck. But it's not a real I don't give a fuck gene because you really do give a fuck. Yes, inside you really care. You know what I'm saying? On the outside, I'm acting like I don't care, but on the inside, I'm bawling my fucking eyes out. You know what I mean? Like, I'm so mad right now. Like, I just want to cry. Like,
Right.
but it, you know what I'm saying? Like, whenever something like really doesn't go my way, it really bothers me though. Like, my outfit wasn't what I wanted to wear. It was cute, but it wasn't what I had plans or whatever the case may be. I got girl issues the same day. I was running around trying to find some sanitary goddamn napkins out there. It was, you know what I mean? I'm gonna be completely honest. You know what I mean? Like, I was like, what the fuck? Like, everything that could have went wrong that day went wrong. You know what I'm saying? It was so much going on. And then I was just trying to, you know, a week and a half before that, I ended up having a fist fight with a bitch. Had to, you know what I'm saying? Like, boy, I'm trying to grow up, but that hasn't kicked in yet. But then a motherfucker stole our car.
I heard your name in no drama though. I've never heard you put pause.
No, it's not battle rap. Okay. Like, like, I don't really be playing. I'm really like that. Like, if I feel violated, I'm really gonna fight. You understand what I'm saying? Like, so I felt like it was like a week and a half before that. My knuckles was all scratched up. I didn't have no nail on when I battled Coffee. Like, it was a legit mad shit going on. You know what I'm saying? Like, and I don't know if niggas seen that. I ain't have no nail on because I couldn't put a nail on. My whole nail was ripped off, the whole thing. And you know what I'm saying? So that was pissing me off. My car got stolen like 5 days before the battle and shit. And it was just
a lot of shit going on. Right?
Yeah, so I'm trying to stay focused. And you know, like I said, the material was there and everything, but it's like the practice and the preparation was lacking because there was so much other shit going on in the real world. You understand what I'm saying? And that's on me. That's on me. You know what I'm saying? I still got a job. You know, I got 3 kids. I got a husband. Just mad shit be going on. And I still want to give what I want to give to the fans. And I still want to do what I love, which is battle rap. You know what I'm saying? So I'll be like, all right, I'm going to find time. I'm going to make time. But sometimes that time don't be happening. It'd be late at night. It'd be like, all right, I got an hour. I got 2 hours for this before I fall asleep. And then I'm back up doing the same routine all over again. You know what I'm saying? So it was just mad shit. And then, you know, I didn't really get that extra day coming in. You know, I came in really late on Friday, so that kind of annoyed me. I'm like, this is not something they normally do. Normally you in there in the morning, in the day. And I use that time because I have kids and because I have, you know, a husband. I use that time to kind of disconnect from everything, go into battle mode. So if I get there, when I get there early in the morning, I might get something to eat. And then that whole day is for myself. I spent the whole Friday traveling. I didn't get to, you know, the DMV area until like 11 p.m. So that's like, that day I still was in mommy mode. I dropped the kids off. I cooked dinner before I left. I washed clothes before I left. So it really wasn't, you know what I mean? It wasn't something like, why'd that light go off? It wasn't something like my normal routine. You know what I'm saying? So all of that shit be like emotional. You know what I'm saying? So, and that don't got nothing to do with nobody else but myself. But all of that stuff be going on at the same time of you trying to think, you know what I'm saying, and get into your groove and shit like that. And so that's literally, you know what I mean, what happened. Like the cash flow Rizzy, you know what I mean? I had the whole day. I think I got there maybe 2 days before that battle. So I was able to, you know what I'm saying, relax. The Suge battle. We were there way before the battles were supposed to happen. You know what I mean? That was like a lot of stuff going on that weekend. So, you know, we were there. I got to chill. I didn't really go out. You know what I mean? Like I was in my bag. And I didn't really get a chance to kind of, you know, get in my bag this time. But like I said, the material is always there. It's just the prep time. You know what I mean? When I lack on it or I don't have enough time for everything, I essentially didn't have no time for me. You know what I mean? Right. So it's nobody else's fault but myself.
What was that kid slate line you had against Suge, yo? We was wilding. We was wilding. Me and my niggas was wilding. I forgot the line. Crazy kid slate line, yo.
Yeah, when I said they even made you out here looking bad. They even made you battle a snitch. If I would have, you know what I would have said to Kid Slade, and then I got silent, and then I said exactly I wouldn't have.
We was in here wilding, yo.
Word.
She wilding right now, for real. You know what I'm saying? So listen, your second Bardashian, talk to me. Official, you had official first.
Yep.
You feel about the official battle?
I mean, essentially, I battled all 3 of them. You know what I'm saying?
2 on 2, 2 on 2.
So The official battle was good too. The official battle was good too. It's debatable because I don't think her material was really strong. And then I had a few hiccups in that battle. So I think it's debatable. You know what I mean? There's some people that have me winning. I wouldn't care if they said that they had her winning or whatever the case may be, because that's how battle rap go. You know what I'm saying? So, but the Kardashians are a strong team, and you know, I think this is what's supposed to happen. You know what I mean? Like, Casey came in after us. We passed the torch to her. She's a good person to pass the torch to. She's been holding it down. You know what I'm saying? And with Queen of the Ring making their return, what better place to have that battle? You know what I mean? And I think things work out the way they're supposed to, because it's been several people that called about that battle and it's just never happened for whatever reason yet. You know what I mean? It never happened on those platforms. And then here we are, Queen of the Ring is back and they get the battle. You know what I mean? So I think it's where it's supposed to happen.
A second ago, you were passing the torch, right? How do a woman like yourself, who's been here over a decade, when do you know as a female, okay, I think that this girl, you can pass the torch to this female? Like, when do you know? When do you feel that? When do you know that? Is it
when they really battle? No, it's just, you know, we can't be in it forever. You know what I mean? And I'm not selfish. I've never been one of those girls. I've always been, you know, call me if you wanna spar. Call me if you need you know, some looks for your battle. Call me if you need an opinion, how to move, what battles to pick, you know, what interviews to do, what should you be doing on social media. I've always been one of those for the people that are behind us, because they have to carry on what we started. You know what I mean? When we came in, there was no female battle rap league, you know? And now, just now, you know, we starting to see a female battle on mostly every card, but we don't want it to just be considered as a female battle. We just want it to be a battle. Like, you know what I mean? Like, we love kings versus queens, but can it just be battles, right? Does it have to be us versus guys? You know what I'm saying? Like, that's the only time you see a card full of us up there. You know what I mean? I love what they did with Volume, you know, female Volume. Right. Yeah, I believe they're doing another one. They were trying to do it for this year, but I don't think it's enough time to get it done. So I believe it's going to be, you know, first quarter next year. To get that out there. But that, you know what I mean? Like, we worked hard to see certain stuff like that. You know what I mean? So we have to give these girls their flowers and, you know, help groom them and make them be a part of, you know, what we want to sustain. Because if we don't, and then we all stop battling, then there's nobody left.
That is true. That is true.
You know?
What are you expecting between you and Casey, though?
I expect a great battle, you know, heavy aggression, you know, real explosive. Like, I expect it to be a really good battle, you know. I love Casey. She comes with really good name flips. I come with really good name flips. You know what I mean? Like, only thing I got to worry about is my prep time, you know. And we had about a month, you know, from when we signed the contract to when the money landed to when the show is actually going to happen. So I feel good about the amount of time, you know, that's in between that we have. And, you know, from the moment that all of that stuff got solidified, I began writing and, you know, trying to carve out, all right, this will be the day that I'm going to be able to do all of this and, you know, get this together. Hopefully no more cars get stolen. I don't have no more rumbles and shit like that. I don't know why my light keep fucking going off. But yeah, so hopefully, you know, all that works in my favor. But yeah, so I think this is going to be a really, really good battle. And, you know, somebody told me that the ring is actually back. So
the ring is back, though?
That's what I heard.
Yo, Babs, Vague, what we doing?
That's what I heard. That's what I heard. Don't quote me. Oh, of course.
Okay, of course you do. Of course.
That's nostalgic like a motherfucker. Like, of course. You know what I mean? Like, that's full circle. Like, you can't ask for nothing better. Yeah, you can't ask for nothing better. Like, of course we can, you know, we can handle ourselves on the stage. We can handle ourselves pit style. You know, I think we've battled in every type of setting. You know what I mean? Nobody there. Okay, I'm just gonna have to do it without the light because apparently my light is just not loving me. But yeah, we did it where we were going through the pandemic and nobody was in there but us. and very few people standing apart. You did the online battles and stuff like that, but nothing compares to the ring, you know? So I think that's a moment, and I'm praying and I'm hoping that what I heard is what I heard. You know what I'm saying?
How did you get? How did you get for the new niggas that don't know your story?
Mm-hmm.
How did you get involved with Queen of the Ring?
So when I was in college, I went to Westchester Community College, and I was an on-air personality, radio, and I had a show. Yeah, I had a show called I Dream of Shooney, and it was pretty popular on the campus. And it was like, for those that don't know what on-air personality is, yeah, exactly. But for those who don't know what like an on-air personality is, so if you're from New York, you would think of like Angie Martinez. West Coast, you would think of like Big Boy and stuff like that. Mm-hmm. That's what I would do, and it got really popular on the campus, and they had a recording studio on the other side of the on-air studio. And this guy one day, Ray Peso, was like, "Oh, I like your voice. Can you do a hook for me?" And I was like, "All right, sure." And it was just very simple. All I said was, "You on your grind, nigga, stack." And it just, they looped it. And everybody was like, "Yo, your voice is fire." And I'm like, that does actually sound good. So then I'm like, they in there, the guys is rapping, they freestyling, and they was about to do another song. And I was like, "I'm on it." And they was like, "What you mean you on it?" I'm like, "I want to be on it." And they're like, "Can you rap?" I was like, "I think so." And then I wrote a 16, and everybody was like, "Oh shit, you could rap." And I was like, "Okay, I guess I could rap." But I always been into hip hop. You know what I mean? Like my brother, I grew up listening to, Keith Murray, Wu-Tang, Nas, Jay-Z, all of that. My mother wouldn't buy me rap stuff, but my brother, who's 5 years older than me, he would listen to it.
Oh, so, he put you on.
Yeah, he was listening to Clue and all of that. And, he got his little tapes and tape deck and stuff. So I'm outside his door getting a glimpse of, what hip hop is and stuff. So I always been into it, and I always felt like I could rap, but I just never did it until that day. Huh?
Were you shy?
No, not really. I don't think I'm shy. I think, I'm pretty outgoing.
No, I mean,
I just
at the time when you
no.
Okay,
I wrote the 16, and then I spit it, and it was like, all right, and I got on the track, and everybody liked it. And then so fast forward, I'm keeping it a secret that I know how to rap. And then one day I'm telling my sister and her boyfriend at the time, who became my manager, Jay Loyal.
Okay.
I'm like, "I want to rap," and he was like, "What you mean you want to rap?" I'm like, "I want to be a rapper, nigga." So then he like, "Well, if you can freestyle from here back home," we were in Manhattan, which was like 25, 30 minutes back to Mount Vernon. He was like, "I'll pay for the whole project." And I'm like, okay. So now me thinking, studio time. At this time, you had to get CDs. So you had to buy the CDs. You had to buy the case that the CD goes in. You had to pay for the pictures. You had to pay for the insert. You had to pay for the writing on the back, everything. So I'm thinking, okay, this is about to cost a couple $100. So yeah, I'm about to freestyle. So I freestyled about whatever I seen, buildings, taxis. And I didn't know I could freestyle either. So now this is something else that opens up. So I'm like, all right, cool. So he like, all right, let's do it. And he got me with this producer named Mussolini. At the time I was working with Vinny Idol from
D-Block, right?
D-Block. Exactly. So I was working with them, and Mussolini was right under Vinny Idol. He was his apprentice. So he did my first mixtape, and it was called The Making of a Paper Girl.
He rap? Mussolini, did he rap?
He used to, yeah.
Nori, right?
No, not that Mussolini.
No. Okay,
but this guy used to, yeah. No, I wish. But then so I did my my mixtape, The Making of a Paper Girl. It made its waves, and then I started doing the shows. You're from New York, right?
Yeah, from Brooklyn.
Okay, so I started doing the shows downtown in Houston, Avenue A, the end of the week, all of that stuff. So I was really, underground circuit, and that's really where I met Charlie Clips at, because he was doing the same thing. And this is when they were putting on all of these showcases. Hot 97, then 105.1 became a radio station. Then they started doing showcases.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know if you remember Mental Supreme used to put on showcases back in the day.
Yeah, you was outside, Shoo.
I was outside, bro. outside. And you know what I mean? Like, these are the days, like, and I'm sure I knew Sarah Connor before all of this because she used to be at those things, but I didn't know her through battle rap. You understand what I'm saying? So I would see these certain people, and Clips wasn't a battle rapper either. He just was in them showcases just like me, you know what I mean, trying to get on. And so then I met JoJo Brim's daughter. He's a famous producer, Jodeci, Mary J. Blige, stuff like that. He has a daughter named K. Nicole. Her and I got into a group called KNS, and then we worked those circuits together after that. And he was getting us a deal with Warner Brothers. We had a song, you know, the Big Daddy Kane song, Warm It Up. Exactly. So me and her had Warm It Up, Shoe. I'm about to warm it up, Kay. That's what I was born to do.
You a hip hop girl. I like this.
Trust me, I've been outside, right? So then he approved everything. You know what I mean? He approved us to use the beat. We got the clearance. We had the treatments for the video and everything. But Kelsey is a little younger than me. Shout out to her. I still love her. That's my girl. She's a little younger than me, and she didn't want to listen. He was very strict. So he was like, all y'all could do is go to class. When y'all come from class, practice. You know, that's literally all we were supposed to do. Go to class, practice, go to the studio. He had us in, you know, Baseline. He had us in the studio yeah, like I think the one where Pop got shot. We was there. Quad. Yeah, exactly. So we were doing a lot of stuff that cost a lot of money, and he wasn't looking for anything back. We were just about to sign with him under Warner Brothers, right? Because he had the deal and everything. And then Kelsey decided she didn't want to listen to the rules after like 3 months of grueling work. I mean, school, studio, performance. School, studio, performance. And then they put us in this really big show. And they paid for everything, you know, the clothes, everything. And they really loved us. And at that time, DJ Booth, he used to be Nicki Minaj DJ.
Okay.
He had a birthday party. He invited me and Kelsey to perform for him. And we did the remix to the Gucci Mane Freaky Girl. So we did I'm a Very Freaky Girl. I will fuck your brother. So we did that, and that was big in New York City, right? This is way before or any other of these girls redid it or whatever. And we went and we performed, and we shut that fucking club down. So the father's like, okay, now we fast tracking it. We about to really get y'all some. She disappears and goes to Miami and stops answering the phone, and she's gone for like a whole week. He was like, I can't work with y'all, and pulled the deal right off the table.
So what's going on in your mind when she does that stuff?
I was devastated. I didn't know where to find her. I didn't know what to do. You know what I mean? Like, you didn't have tracking on cell phones then. I just knew she went to Miami, and I didn't know when she was coming back. She had a one-way ticket. And then when she ran out of money, that's when we spoke to her again. And it was about 7 days later. And then, you know, he had to get her back home. And he was like, I'm not working with y'all because you guys are too unpredictable. You know what I mean? He's like, I just put all this money into the show. I was putting y'all in studios and stuff like that. And I think, you know, I was a little bitter because I know this is a father and daughter relationship where he's probably has some resentment for her. She has some resentment for him. And I don't got shit to do with it. You understand what I'm saying? And I kind of got caught up in the middle, which really sucked. But, you know, he pulled the deal. He didn't want to fuck with us. Her and I kind of drifted apart a little bit for the most part during that time. And then I ended up getting pregnant, right? And with my oldest daughter, who's now 13, she'll be 14 in January. I'm sitting at home, pregnant, fat as shit, a little depressed, like, what the fuck I'm gonna do? Like, I was literally right there, like this close, you know what I mean, to being on, and now I have nothing. I don't know what's the next plan, what can we do? And, you know, at that time, guys that are in the studio, they'll talk to you or they'll make music for you, but then it becomes a little creepy. What you wearing? What you got on? And then I'm like, I'm like, I'm not trying to fuck for starting.
Because let me throw this out here. Respectfully to all you girls out there, respectfully, Shooney and Farrah, they brought elegance to female battle rap by far. Respectfully.
This was before I even met Farrah. You understand what I'm saying? Like, I'm always dressed. I got on my shoes. You know what I mean? Like, I always felt like you had to be presentable. You know what I'm saying? So I get it. But at the same time, I'm not about to fuck for money. I'm not about to fuck to get on. You know what I'm saying? So I really kind of was in a little depression. I was a little, you know, like, what the fuck? And so now, fast forward, I'm on Twitter trying to get my name out there. I've always been Shooney the rapper. And at that time, there was only 3 the rappers. And I was originally THA. And then you had Jazz the rapper, and then you had Audrey the rapper, who got signed to, she had got signed to MMG at one point. I don't know what happened.
Rick Ross and them, right?
Audrey the rapper, Okay. And so there was only 3 of us, right? So Jazz wasn't battling either. She was doing her little videos and stuff like that and rapping. So I'm like, all right, that's cool. There was no Chance the rapper. There was no other rappers but us, right? But then they both had the THE, the THA. So I changed mine to DA. And, I'm on Twitter because Twitter was just starting to get, popping and stuff like that. And somehow I became friends with DNA. And this is where the battle rap starts to come in, because he's a battle rapper. I don't know him personally, but we're following each other. And he's putting up links to his battles. And then one day he sent me the battle. And all of this is happening simultaneously now, what I'm about to say. He sends me the battle of him and Rome, where he had the bomb.
Yep. Oh, grind time.
I had never watched battle rap in that setting, right? Obviously, battle rap on a beat. LL Cool J's battling this one, that one. You got the bridges over this, that, and the third. So but I never seen it, no beat. I never seen it, them in their faces like that. And I'm like, oh, this is fire. So now the way YouTube was set up back in the day and still is, you watch one, you about to watch a million. Again, I'm pregnant, I'm doing nothing. So I went down the rabbit hole of battle rap, right? So I'm watching DNA and I'm like, yo, this guy's fire. So now I watch all of his shit, and then it leads me into all the other grind time people, Conceited, Arsenal, exactly. You know what I mean? Like, just so many people, and I'm like, oh shit, this is fire. Then I first see Gaddis, I see Sarah Connor. Then it leads me into a video of QB.
They battle outside, right?
Exactly. And then it leads me into a video of QB. And I'm like, oh, wow. So now Twitter is popping. And I don't know if Debo was just looking for people that had rapper in their name. I don't know if he already knew DNA and he was in battle rap or whatever. I don't know. But Debo is in my DM bugging me. You should battle rap. You should battle rap. You should battle rap. You should battle rap. And I'm just ignoring all of the messages. And then finally it clicks and I'm like, oh, he's asking me to do what they're doing. And I'm like, I don't really have nothing to lose right now, right? I don't have no deal. I'm not outside. I'm pregnant. You know what I mean? So after I have the baby, I try to go back downtown, get back into the circuit. It's not the same. People are not coming to these shows like they used to, the execs to sign people, because the internet.
What year are we talking? 2010, 11? What year are we talking
I had my baby in 2010. So this is 2011, very early 2011. So now, again, the internet is starting to pick up more steam. I don't have to go to these shows, right? The execs, they don't have to go to these shows because niggas is on YouTube rapping. They don't have to, you know what I mean? They don't have to go find them because now they got Twitters that they can go look at what they doing and stuff like that. So the shows that I was doing essentially were kind of becoming obsolete at that point. It just wasn't where it used to be, you know what I mean? And the last one that I entered, I didn't win. I placed decent in it, but I didn't win. And Sky Zoo won. This was the same one. Clips was in it. I was in it. Yeah. And I was just like, you know what? I don't got nothing to lose. I'm about to answer this guy back against my manager's wishes. Do not do this battle rap shit. There's probably a scam. I'm like, I'm gonna just hear him out. I called Debo. We have a conversation. He's like, it's not really no money in it, but this is my thought. I want this league as Queen of the Ring. We already had King of the Ring, but we want to start a female version of it. And, I'm looking for girls. I seen some of your stuff. I had did interviews. I did, a lot of stuff that you could find and you could see. My videos was up and stuff. So he's like, I think you will be perfect for it. And I'm like, okay, well, what is it paying? And he's like, well, it ain't really no money in it. And I'm like, nah, I need at least $200. I need my hair done. I need my nails done. Debo, all right, I'm going to give it to you, but don't tell nobody that I gave it to you. And I'm like, well, okay, but I need it. You know what I'm saying? So he's now moving from the hat store. All they had was that one battle in the hat store. And they're moving it to the ring. So the first event.
Zab Judah, right?
Yeah, no, this was still in the Bronx.
Okay, my bad.
Bronx at the time. So he's moving it there. And I'm like, okay. And he's saying to me, so there's a piece in the middle. Hold on. So now we're in contact or whatever. And he tells me who he wants me to battle. He tells me Norma Bates, but I couldn't find nothing on her, right? I seen her in videos behind, eHeart, and I seen her, I think, with QB in some sort of video, but she wasn't rapping, so I didn't really know nothing about her. So now DNA tells me to come to the battles that they were having. I forget the exact location, but it's where Arsenal and Hitman battled.
Okay.
He tells me to come there. So I go, and now I only know a few of the battlers, right? Because I'm watching it, and they don't know me, but I know, of them. So I'm there. I'm like, okay, I want Arsenal to win because he's from over here. Not knowing I'm standing right behind Hitman. I'm talking hella shit about Hitman. He turns around. He like, oh, yeah, watch this. He go walk on the stage, and I'm like, oh, shit, I didn't even realize this is dude. So now I'm standing in a crowd with like-minded people that love battle rap as much as I do now, right? So, this is when, oh, yeah, say it again. People yelling at the screen, yelling at the crowd. People
the golden era,
yeah, people slapping five. And that energy was something I had never felt before. And now I'm really like, nah, I'm going to do this shit. So now at the battles, I do see the girls because Hustle is there because they about to battle. So I see Norma. I see QB in the flesh. I see eHeart in the flesh. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, okay, this what Norma looks like. Now, because I'm a student of the game, KRS-One said, you need to have bars for anybody, right? So now I'm thinking, all right, what would I say to Norma? So now I'm formulating, okay, she's dark skinned, she kind of heavy set. In my head, I'm like, okay, she fat, she this, she that. So now I'm thinking, all right, yeah, I'm a battle her. I could do this. I see her. I didn't have a visual. I didn't know what she looked like. I didn't know how she was rocking. I could do this shit. So now I see the girls up there, and I'm like, damn, these bitches is going crazy. I want to do this shit. I really feel like I could do this. So now I'm really like to Diva, all right, let's do it. So now he books us for the first event in the ring, but Norma had a death in her family, so I didn't battle that night. I was there, but I didn't battle that night, so I ended up battling the second Queen of the Ring card. And you know what I mean? The rest was history from there. Like,
wow.
I stepped in. I had never battled before. I didn't really know what to expect. I didn't really know, what to do. But I'm girly, but I'm, still like, bitch, I'll slap the shit out of you type. You know what I mean? But I had my skirts on. I had my heels on. I had my skirts on. You know what I'm saying? I was the first with the makeup.
Yes, you was.
You know what I mean? Like, because I'm like, this footage is forever. Again, the internet is just getting real. But I know once it's up there, you can't get that shit back. You know what I'm saying? So I was like, nah, I got to look like something. I got to, you know what I'm saying? So
the hair was always done.
Yeah, absolutely. But that's why I asked him for at least $200. I'm like, I gotta get my hair and nails done. Like, oh no, like we're not doing that. And you know what I'm saying? So it's been enough years for me to tell on Debo. He gave me that $200.
Wow.
But yeah, so I really got into battle rap, low key through DNA, being friends with him on Twitter. And him putting me on to the whole culture and then me just falling into it. So, through YouTube and stuff like that. And I'm like, yo, I could do this shit. And then after the first battle, like I said, I was trying to get my popularity back. I was trying to get people to know who Shooney the rapper is. And after the first battle, people were coming up to me on the trains, outside, just everywhere. You know what I'm saying? And I wasn't getting that type of traction from doing those shows that I was doing. Like, only the people that was underground knew each other. You know what I'm saying? The DJs, the players, you know what I'm saying? But now I got people running up like, oh my God, I seen you on YouTube. And I'm like, nah, to my manager, this where it's at. And I'm like, and I don't have to put out no bread. And then shortly after that, Queen of the Ring started getting sponsors. So the bag starts going up. I go from 200 to 4. Then from 4, you go to 6. And then from 6, you hit 1,000. And then it just kept, you know what I'm saying? I'm like, and that's when we started traveling. So, fast forward to me meeting the rest of the girls and stuff. Farrah and I became really, really close after we battled. One day.
Hold on. Talk to me about that battle right quick. You and Farrah.
Oh, so I was at the time, like once I started, I came into battle rap or whatever. I met Rex and he and I was dating or whatever the case may be for a few months, and then we broke up because I think, you know, in my opinion, I feel like, you know, I didn't know really what his legend status was. I just knew it was a guy that, you know, tried to talk to me. He had a nice attitude or whatever the case may be. And, you know, we kicked it. And he had the status of, oh, I'm Rex. But I got the same, nigga, I'm Shooney. You know what I'm saying? So if you ain't calling me, I ain't calling you. So we kind of just fell off like that. And then, you know, Farrah at the time was Zip 'em Up. And, you know, she was dealing with Dot Mob or whatever.
That's the first time I heard gossip in the battle. I gotta keep it real. That's right.
Right. We originated all that shit, right? So now,
you a family.
So now, you know, she's a part of them, and low key, this was like a move. It was a move for him to get me back. You understand what I'm saying? So I feel like they told her to say something about me, like call somebody out. And then he probably put the battery in her back, like, yeah, call Shooney out, because he know he ain't fucking with me, I ain't fucking with him. You know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna get her back. So then QB called me. I went to see my dad that day when she had that battle.
Hustle?
I forget who she battled. No, who Farrah battled that day. I forget who she battled, but she had on the colored jeans and she said my name. So QB called me because she was my first girlfriend in battle rap. And she called me, she like, oh, QB. She called me, she like, yo, Farrah said your name. And I'm like, yeah, that's Rex did that. I immediately got off the phone, called Ziva, and I was like, set it up. And that's how that became the third battle that I had. Was it my third battle? It might have been my second battle because I battled Nuna. Might have been my second battle. But I forget, it's either the second or third. I've been in so long, I forget. Yeah, but that's how that battle came about, because I'm like, he did this. Now I call him like, yeah, I'm gonna fuck her up, because why would you have her say my name? So now me and him is arguing, and he like, yeah, she gonna wash you. Dot Mob, you can't fuck with Dot Mob. You can't fuck with Zip 'em Up. So now he going crazy. So now I'm like, now I really gotta beat dog shit down this girl leg for this battle, because what would he do that for? So now he was gassing it. Y'all know how Rex is. So he's gassing it like she don't like me. You know what I'm saying? So he made it feel like it was smoke. So now I got all my peoples there. You know what I'm saying? All my sisters, my cousins, my friends.
The whole money earning coming outside. The whole money.
My side was deep. That's why that meme of me in the blue, and I'm like this, and the whole crowd like everybody, you like Beyonce's team, Nicki Minaj's team, they use that meme all the time. Was that iconic line, you know what I'm saying, of me talking to her, and I had all them people there because he made it seem like it was beef, but it wasn't no fucking beef. Like, he did that. Like, he made it so tense, but it wasn't no beef, you know what I'm saying? And then, you know, everything that transpired outside with K-Shine having the fight, and you know what I'm saying? Like, battle rap was still new, so people didn't know how to separate
battle
what we're saying in the battle. So Farrah at the time, you know what I'm saying, was still banging, right? So she's a blood, you know, like, she's in the hood. So now when I'm rapping and I say, Farrah's the first lady of y'all gang, the Bloods is tight. They like, what? Because now I'm talking to Zip 'em Up and Dot Mob, and I'm talking to them, but now her real street niggas is like, what? So they say something smart. K-Shine say something back. Then they start arguing. I'm like, what the fuck is going on here? K-Shine talking shit to my sister, calling her fat, calling her Respucia. So now I'm like, now I'm really about to, you know what I'm saying? So now I'm tight. And then y'all remember Farrah and I ended up shoving each other in the back. Like, they was making it like that. It wasn't even, you know what I'm saying? But we not paying no attention because it's so new. We don't know what the fuck is going on. So that's how, you know, K-Shine and Joe Light end up fighting, because he's from her block and he's a, you know what I'm saying, real street nigga. K-Shine, he not backing down from nothing. So now it ends up being what it is outside. So I'm like, that is a historical moment of niggas never know when to separate battle rap from motherfucking real life. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, and that battle is just so iconic. And then, you know, that battle happens. We don't hate each other, but we don't speak to each other.
It's going to happen. Like,
yeah, because now we go, and now Debo is like, we're gonna do tryouts. So this is where you get your Tory Does And she was one of the standouts from she was one of the standouts from
I love Torio's flow, man.
Don Lady, but see, Don Lady never had to try out. Don Lady is an original. The way the footage was, she was up there showing the girls what they should do, and they filmed it. And because they named it that, everybody thought Don Lady had a tryout. She did not. Don Lady is an original Queen of the Ring. But they just named it that, and it got, traction, and people was like, oh, look at Don Lady's tryout. She never tried out.
Okay.
She's an original. Right? And so Tori, that video of Tori trying out, she was explosive from the beginning. So we all came out to support. So Farrah was there, I was there, Norma, Star Smiles,
Duchess, and the whole squad.
Don Lady. Yeah, Duchess. Everybody was there. You know what I mean? I believe Jazz was there. Like, we all came out, and all of the girls ended up taking the train back together because it was in Brooklyn. This is when he's about to start moving it to Zab Judah. From the Bronx to Brooklyn. So we had to take the train back, and I lived in the North Bronx, and Farrah lives not far from the North Bronx, but we lived the furthest. So on the way, Don Lady's going to Queens, Jazz going to Brooklyn, Misfit, whoever was there, they going separate ways. Me and Farrah was the only two going really the furthest. We weren't sitting next to each other, but we were on the train together. So now we kind of look at each other, and we're the only two left. You know what I'm saying? So we sit next to each other and we start talking. And, she gets off before me because I'm going all the way to the end of the train line. But we talked the whole way. Like, oh, you got a kid. I got a kid. Her son was a little over 1. Corey was, my daughter was 1 year old. So we talking. So that we had that in common. We were now single mothers. You know what I'm saying? We both battle rapping. She was, rapping beforehand and stuff, and we had so much in common that we talked from the moment we sat next to each other. We talked, and then I was like, call me when you get home, and we never stopped talking from that day. Once she called me, we was on the phone for hours, and that we always laugh because that episode or that part in Step Brothers when they're like, did we just become best friends? That's us. Literally became best friends on the train. Right. We never left each other from that day. And then I guess Debo seen, the friendship that we had that we didn't have the night before, and all of a sudden we best fucking friends. You know what I'm saying? What you wearing? Where we meeting? Where we going? We going to eat? We don't, you know what I'm saying? We started.
I love your friendship, man. I love
everything. Me too. It's a sisterhood at this point. You know what I mean? Like, we was doing everything together, and then they called, and like anything, Debo's like, I got this idea, I want to do a 2-on-2, and from then we was on the phone at each other's house every night. So we was traveling with the kids. She would bring her son to my house, I would bring Corey to her house, and we was there every day. Like, we were so in sync that in the battle we flipped the way we were supposed to say something. We were so ready and so prepared that the other one picked up and flipped it the opposite way. And it was so seamless. Nobody knew. Like, we was together.
Let me ask you a question. Because of the battle, right? Y'all back and forth. I've never seen two ladies on some Jadakiss and style shit or some Run DMC Smith and Wesson shit. So I'm at the crib like, what the fuck am I watching right now?
Yeah.
When you go back and forth, you sound like one person. And I never seen two ladies so on point like that.
That was what we wanted to do, and a lot of people don't give us that respect. Yes, people was doing 2-on-2s, but they were doing it kind of different. You go, I go. I'll do a verse, you'll do a verse. Shit like that. You know what I mean? Because no, we were not the first 2-on-2, but we were the first all-female 2-on-2.
Absolutely.
And even you can see how Don Lady and Tori rapped. They rapped. You know what I mean?
Totally different than y'all.
Exactly. So we wanted to come up with something that was a little different, and we wanted to do what Styles and Jada was doing. Let's go back and forth. You do a line, I do a line, and then all credits to Farrah. Farrah was like, nah, you do a word, I do a word. And I'm like, are you sure? She's like, trust me. And that's how it became the real in and out of that you'll see every day. That, you know what I'm saying, when you see 2-on-2s that battle rappers is doing, like, nobody was doing that word together, word together, in, out. And it was so fucking.
Why were y'all bullying Tori though? Because she was small.
And you know what? She had said something about my daughter online.
Oh, word? Oh.
Yeah. And I don't like shit like that. Yeah, I don't like shit like that. So I was like, we not battling yet. So now I kind of was mad. Like, you know what I mean? And then, we smoothed it over or whatever. But after the battle, but prior, I was tight. I was in there like, all right, I don't know what this gonna be. So I hope you know how to fight. Cause if this bitch say something wrong, we swinging, honey. we swinging.
How much does it help with y'all? Because y'all sisterhood, right?
Mm-hmm.
Why y'all so good on 2-on-2s? Because y'all relationship is not fake. It's not somebody trying to bring y'all together. Y'all got a relationship out of this shit.
Yeah.
If Battle Raps out tomorrow, you and Farrah are still sisters.
Yeah, it helps a lot. But it's times that we have to take a breather from each other when we're practicing, because she don't like how I'm saying something, or I don't like how she's saying something. And Farrah, she'll add extra words that I feel, let's just get to the point. We could take this out. Let's simplify it. That's, ever since I started evolving in the way I write, I'm like, nah, I'm gonna simplify this, because when you say too much, niggas get lost in translation and it don't hit as hard. Let's just get to the, what I'm saying? Get to the point. So she'll be like, nah, I don't want to say it like that. And then I'm like, well, I don't want to say it like that. And then we have to separate for a second. Then we'll look and laugh at each other.
But how dope is it? How dope is it? Y'all can be brutally honest with each other.
It's awesome. Yeah, no, it's awesome that we have that and we can do that, and we know when to step back, that the other needs a fucking moment. You know what I mean? That's awesome that we have that. And then when it comes time to practicing, we have to put like an extra 2 hours into the practice, because all we're gonna do is laugh for the first 2 hours. Like, nothing's gonna be serious. Everything is gonna be funny. Like, we normally video ourselves when we're practicing, and we'll put up like the bloopers, because we are dying laughing at something stupid, and then we'll be like, all right, let's get serious. You know what I mean? But I love it. Farrah don't really want to battle too much no more. You know what I mean? I just think she doesn't really love it as much. She loves supporting me, so she still pops out and comes to the events because I'm in it, and she, loves that I'm shining and, in my moment, or whatever the case may be, and then I've helped further battle rap and stuff like that. But I love when I could tap her and be like, yo, lace up. We gonna do this 2-on-2 real quick. You know what I mean? Let's go have some fun. Let's go, you know what I mean? Let's get it back. Let's get it together.
Shoot, did y'all expect you and Farrah with the Hitman thing in the hotel room? Did y'all expect it to go the way it went? Like, it just explode like that with views? And everybody, the culture gives a shit about that.
No. That thing was a joke. Like, so we were the first girls that were traveling. You know what I mean? When they started traveling, URL, going to different places, me and Farrah was like, fuck it, let's go. And we started to go with them to these places, and it's experience that you never would know, or you would never get, because again, Queen of the Ring wasn't traveling yet, but people knew us. You know what I mean? So we was in Detroit, and people like, oh, we got that, we'll pay for that already. We your food is already taken care of. You know what I mean? When we went out to Chicago, we was at Harold's, and I'm like, where's the check? And the lady was like, oh, a guy said that you guys are famous. They took care of it already. And I'm like, what the fuck? So it was really, and I'm like, we never seen that. And that's when we realized, like, yo, this shit is really global. Like, they know us. You know what I'm saying? So that was something that we got from that, and we appreciated traveling with them. And they treated us so good. They treated us with the utmost respect. You know what I mean? Like, you hanging with the dudes, we gonna make sure y'all are the only two girls out here. We gonna make sure y'all good, y'all straight. You know what I'm saying? And so we was in the hotel room, we chilling. And me and Snack literally were drinking a bottle, and this is years ago, so don't diss, even though I still love Jose Cuervo. We drunk a whole bottle of Jose Cuervo, and Hitman like, oh, I want to battle a gal, right? And Farrah was like, I'll fuck you up. So, her little spicy ass talking mad shit. I'm not thinking nothing of it, because I'm drinking, okay? We playing a shot-for-shot game. The bottle's almost gone. I'm twisted, Smack drunk. He like, oh, I'm about to call Twist. We gonna set it up. All right, you stay here, you stay in here, you stay over there. So he separates us, and now it's starting to get serious. We like, wait a minute, bitch, you really battling right now? Because he just told us to stay in here and write, and he separated Hitman so he could go write. So now it's me, Farrah, and Clean in the room. All the rest of the guys is in the hallway. X Factor, Big T, Calico, just everybody, you know what I mean, is in the hallway. Anybody you could think of from the Midwest is in the hallway. And it's me and Farrah and Clean in the room. Farrah's right in, and he's like, oh, that's fire. He doing the spin. Say it again. Say it again. He was like, wait till you say this. I'm going to say it again. So now we hype, like, oh, this nigga on outside. We never realized that he done slid out the fucking hotel room, and he's now outside with the guys. He could have been telling them what we were saying. We don't know. You understand what I'm saying? But he's no longer with us. Now it's just me and Farrah. I'm stupid drunk already. So now she like, I'm like, well, I'm going to jump in, and I'm going to just go at overhead. And we gonna see what's gonna happen. And that battle we had on pajamas. That wasn't even supposed to be recorded. You know what I'm saying? And that's how I be like, I don't know how people always be like, yo, Farrah got a writer, Shooney got a writer. And I'm like, y'all niggas don't understand that we sat there, we had 30 minutes to come up with that shit, and that shit was fire. You understand what I'm saying? I'm over here freestyling. The night before, we was at a Chinese restaurant, and me and Farrah did a freestyle battle against Big T and Calico that they have on video somewhere. Somebody got it. We just never seen it. And I'm like, this was really sharpening our skills to be what we are today. You know what I'm saying? Because you with all these fucking killers, and you got to be nice, just like the niggas. You know what I'm saying? And that's always something that I wanted to show. Like, you could do it just like Lil Kim being with Junior Mafia. You know what I'm saying? Foxy Brown with the firm. Like, I want to be, you know what I'm saying, one of the killers that they call up when the niggas is done rapping, like, oh, you thought we didn't have a female, here she go. You know what I'm saying? So we always wanted to be the best at what we was doing, and that really helped. You know what I'm saying? Traveling and seeing how they get ready and stuff like that, and you know, them playing around and freestyling with each other and stuff like that. We're like, oh, that's how that works. This is how they do it. Let's start doing shit like that. You know what I'm saying? So it was a dope battle, and it's still a really big time. Again, another historical moment that cannot be erased, cannot be taken from us. No girls was battling. Girls weren't battling guys when that happened.
We didn't see hustling already yet. That didn't happen yet. You know what I'm saying? Right.
You understand what I'm saying? That didn't happen until a few years later.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Right. So, you know, again, another thing that we started, you know.
How did you feel about being number 10 in Woody? How do you feel about that?
I was actually number 13, I believe.
You went 10?
I don't think so.
Okay, my bad. I apologize. I thought you were 10. My bad.
At first I was very upset because I feel like my name shouldn't have never even been mentioned where it was mentioned. You know what I mean? But then after, I'm like, do I really need this room of females to validate me? No, I don't. Because I know the work that I put in, and I know, you know, before there even was a Wody, I was the female Wody when nobody was outside. You know what I mean? I was the only female that was mentioned in the source that year, you know, and I was over a lot of the guys, you know what I mean, that was out there. So I'm like, you know, after I started thinking about it, I'm like, these girls in this room are not even battle rappers. You know what I mean? Like, y'all can't do what I can do. Nobody in here, no disrespect to them, not to say that they're not credible, but do I really need this room full of women to tell me anything? No, I don't. So at this point, I don't feel anything. But again, I was hot because I'm like, who the fuck even mentioned me at 16? And then y'all fighting to get me to 13 when a bitch should be number 3, 2. Fuck, you know what I'm saying? Like, damn. Like, are you kidding me? And then, you know, I felt like a little bit the goalpost was moving, you know, where as people were like, oh, she had a lot of 1-rounders, and it's like, but I met the quota for the 3-rounders, and you're not really speaking about that. You know what I mean? You're not really taking into consideration that I won Midnight Madness. You know what I'm saying? Midnight Madness got a belt for that. You know, all the things that happen, like, you know, battling and getting several accolades and stuff like that. And I'm like, yeah, granted, I did mess up in, you know, battles just like everyone else did. But if you can't tell me how many 1-rounders C3 had, but you could tell me how many 1-rounders Shooney had, then you clearly not doing your homework and you only looking at certain things. You know what I mean? So because I started asking those questions afterwards, like, okay, yes, I did have several 1-rounders, but take those off the table and just judge the 3s if you want to. You know what I mean? That still would put me higher than where y'all landed me. You understand what I'm saying? So that's where I started to say, okay, well, maybe, the goalpost is moving depending on who they talking about. You know what I'm saying? I had to start looking like, damn, did I fuck somebody nigga that's in the room? Like, do somebody want my husband? Like, why are these bitches so mad at me? What did I do? You know what I'm saying? But I joke, I kid. But if you bitches is mad, that's cool too. But so I just started thinking about it like, it is what it is. The work speaks for itself,
How did you feel about people only thing I seen ever attached to your name is when people were saying that Farrah was reading off some of your bars to you in battles. How you feel about that?
I don't care. We never hid that. You know what I mean? And that happened once for me. You know what I mean? That did happen once for me, but that's not something that we hid. Bitch, I don't remember the line. You know it. You standing behind me. You in my crew. What's the next fucking line? Now I see, and I'm not gonna point people out, but just recently I seen a bitch do it.
I did too.
Okay. As long as you long as you know. And I'm like, because I know, and I see it, and I know the signs, but they never gonna eat them alive for doing it. But
that's a different story. But go ahead.
No, it one happened on URL as well.
It did happen on URL. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, we could, you know what I'm saying? We can talk, but then people are like, oh, you were reading 40s bars. No, I literally was recording the battle, and I'm like, Remy's DJ Bedtime was standing behind me. If I was reading her bars, he would have said something. You understand what I'm saying? Like and then they like, well, show me what you recorded, and then when I showed them me recording fucking creep mode. 40's ass, you know what I mean? But she wanted to hear her rounds. You understand what I'm saying? I'm like, but if I did it, y'all know I'm real. I would have said I did it. You understand what I'm saying? But me and Farrah never hit that, right? It happened, right? And I've done it for her. I jump in and I freestyle. Y'all don't say nothing when I jump in and freestyle when she was battling, you know what I'm saying? Clips like, do you want to see a battle or do you want to see a bitch choke? Nigga, if you know the line, say something. We ain't the first to do it. Mac Mel had a whole huddle around him while his friends was like, get your bars right. Let's get it together. Like, what you want? You know what I'm saying? We are entertainers at this point, right? You want the entertainment. You want the bars. Just let it happen. It's no rules in battle rap. If you hate it, that's okay. I don't make the rules. And listen, it is something that has happened, but I make it a point.
You know what it is? You know what it is? Because you're a Shooney, and because you've been there for a decade, and you're a certified legend, they just want to see you now. That's what it is, though, Shu. They just want to see you now. Like
I'm still a legend. I'm still a legend. I've still been here for decades. And bitch, I don't know the next line. What is it? I have to keep rapping for these people. Get them entertained. Tell me the mother freestyle, jump in for me. Somebody, hey y'all, I'm drowning. What's going on here? Somebody say something. Pinch the bitch. Get me back on track. Like throw a shoe, something. You know? No, but I get it. But as and I like I said, there are no rules in battle rap. We're writing it as it goes. What? Hey, maybe y'all don't like it. Maybe it is frowned upon. Okay, but I haven't. In recent, I make sure I'm like, Farrah, don't even pull your motherfucking phone out. Don't have it out, because if God forbid you're doing anything, they're gonna say this is what's happening. Don't do it. And the moment that I needed her to have her phone in the coffee battle, she didn't have it. Nigga, I turned around like, and she was so mad because right before the battle, she was like, don't start switching up what we normally do. I don't know your second round, because I was rehearsing. She knew the first and the third. She was like, or the first and something like that. It was one of the rounds she didn't know. She was like, I don't even have the bars. Like, what if something go wrong up there? I'm like, no, I know my shit, girl. I don't need it. And when I turned around, she was looking at me like, bitch, I knew I shouldn't have listened to you. Soon as we got on stage, she was like, I knew I shouldn't have listened to you. Why didn't you send me a goddamn rap? I was crying, laughing. I'm like, see what happens? I should have never switched up. But niggas be doing everything. Like, they act like they frown upon it, but people's friends be having their bars. People be right behind them whispering. People be having earpieces in. I see it all.
Earpieces? Oh, what?
I see it all.
Come on, yo, that's crazy.
I see it all. I see it all. Okay, but again, oh yeah, it's such a big thing, and you know what I mean. And even like whatever the guy is, the little puppet tried to make it seem like he was the one that put it out there. No, Rosenberg Rule was actually the first person to ask about it when we was in when we battled on Ladies and Gents when I battled O-Red.
Okay.
They asked if I had Farrah's bars or if she had my bars or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
Which she did, but I don't remember her telling me any lines. She did have it. And when he asked, I was like, yeah. I'm not gonna lie. Like, I'm too grown to lie. Like, whether you mad or not, I'm not gonna lie about it because I'm a grown woman. And I'll take the ridicule that comes with it. If y'all hate it, y'all hate it. You know what I mean? It is what it is. But it's a performance. We don't have the same material every time we go out, you know? It's not like I can be Mariah Carey and sing Jingle Bell Rocks every time December comes. No, this is new material that I never heard that, you know, we got to have down pat. We don't even know if you like the motherfucking shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's a different ball game, but I still got to entertain y'all niggas. So, hey, if you know the fucking line, bitch, say it, okay?
Let me ask you a question. How come you were not on that card in 2014 when Farrah battled QB, Hustle, Jazz and 40, Couture Official? How come you were not on that card?
I was pregnant.
Oh, you're pregnant. I had to ask you. I don't know to ask you.
Yeah, no, I was pregnant.
Okay.
I was pregnant with my middle daughter, Tony.
Okay.
And a few people knew it. You couldn't really tell from the out because I had on a big flowy pink shirt and I had on like these black leggings, so you couldn't really tell. But I was like 6 months pregnant, and at that time, nobody had battled pregnant, and I was like, I ain't gonna be the first to do that. So,
if you were not pregnant, you would have been on that card, right?
Absolutely.
Who would you have battled though? Just out of curiosity, who would you have battled at that time?
I don't remember who they called for, but I said I was pregnant. But they told me the card was
coming. I always wanted you.
Yeah, that's a battle that I still want. I don't know, you know, she got married and stuff. I don't know if she's still, you know, battling and stuff like that. But you know, and recently I got a call. Another battle that I wanted was Prestavia. I got a call for Prestavia, but the Casey battle ended up getting locked in before the Prestavia battle could get locked in. That would have been dope because, you know, she's just coming back from having a baby. So that would have been awesome as well.
Do you believe in the Casey voodoo talk? Do you believe in that?
No, I think that just works on men. So if I do happen to, you know what I mean? If I do happen to mess up, I'm not a man. It's because I lacked on my prep. You know what I'm saying? I play too much. I think her voodoo only work on men. It's them brown eyes. So don't look at me. Move them stupid hazel eyes or whatever you got going on. Close them.
I gotta ask you this question though, because you were one of the Queen of the Ring girls. I gotta ask you this question. How did you feel about Goddess at the time before she came to Queen of the Ring? I remember some of the girls were saying that, all right, Goddess, you catch your wreck over there, but you're not over here with the savages and the killers and shit like that. Were you at the time also?
No, because again, she was one of the people that was around in the beginning when DNA put me on the battle rap. You know what I'm saying? So I always felt like, come on over. You know, that gets me closer to battling one of the female legends. You know what I'm saying? So no, I never had a problem with it. Like, only people I have a problem with that gets popularity off of battle rap is when you see the meme or that video that's going around of that white girl rapping. And I'm like, why y'all making her so popular when there's really talented motherfuckers that's out here putting in blood, sweat, and tears? Y'all are sharing this. You know what I'm saying? You sharing the white boy, not that everybody's white, but you sharing him when he's talking about somebody's mother. Then you sharing the guy that got famous that he's like, oh, he's screaming outside the guy with the glasses. He battling celebrities and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, that's the only time that I have a problem when those things become popular. And it's like, yo, we do this for a living. Why y'all not sharing our shit? You know what I'm saying?
You're right, Shoe.
That's the only time. But I don't care. Go from league to league. Like, it's enough room for everybody. You know what I'm saying? There's a place for everybody.
How much do you think Jazz will be paying attention to you in your battle with Casey?
I don't know. I don't know, because Jazz, she has her moments and she's, you know, been one of the most consistent. You know what I mean? She's never had no low moments in battle rap or, you know, no rebranding or let me get it back. Nobody hates her. Like, she's one of the favorites. You know what I'm saying? And so rightfully so, she can pick and choose who she wants to battle. Like she really did her shit and navigated the way she should have. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know. She may be looking at me like, damn, maybe me and Shooney gonna battle. And you know, I've heard her say it before, but when the time is there, like we already did the 2 and 2, so it didn't make no sense to do nothing this year. You know what I'm saying? And then she could look at it and be like, oh, she didn't get her shit together. She fucked up with hustle. You know what I'm saying? She fucked up a little with coffee. I don't want to battle. She has the ability to say whatever. So I don't know what, you know what I'm saying, could be going through her mind when she see me, but I know niggas know I can rap. You know what I'm saying? I know they know that. And I know they know what the fuck I'm capable of. So I'm hoping that no nigga, no bitch is playing with me. You know what I'm saying? Like you better, you know what I'm saying? You better pray that a bitch had a lot going on at that time, because you know I can fucking rap. Like the bars is always gonna be there. Will I get it out is another story.
Well, your sister battle Yoshi. Would you battle Yoshi?
Yeah,
Okay.
I would. I've always said that. I wouldn't have a problem battling Yoshi. Like I think Yoshi's fire. Like
First Lady Flav.
I got a lot of battles that are still on the table. You know what I'm saying?
I like
Again,
Shot
like
Right.
we getting Casey now. I still haven't battled E Heart, right? I still haven't had a three round battle. Yeah, I still haven't had a 3-round battle with 40. We had the 1 round, but we never had a 3
5 years
round.
ago,
You know what I'm saying? Like I still never battled Couture. Pastavia is still around. Me and Jazz still got to get a one. You know what I'm saying?
was crazy.
Right. One-on-one. Me and Misfit battled in the movie, the Netflix movie, but we never battled. You know what I'm saying? Gaddis. There's a ton of battles that's still on the table for me. You know what I'm saying? Now, hopefully, even, Caution. There's a lot of battles. Like I want to battle my verse at some point. Like it's a lot of battles that are still there. And Cheddar. I don't know. Yeah, I've been wanting to battle her.
Are the core girls Jazz, Hustle, Coffee, you 40? Are those the core girls right? Shayna, also Casey J. Are these the core girls?
We should be. And you know what I mean? Those names will always and should always be mentioned, you know what I mean, as people that really set the tone, that really, you know what I'm saying, been out here putting in work for years. You know, obviously, yeah, like obviously Casey's not one of the originals, but Casey been there for a very long time, you know what I'm saying, and reinvents herself as the face. Like you can't take nothing from her, you know what I'm saying. So all of these girls got to be mentioned, like you said, Official, C3,
Bonnie
Hustle, Jack, Bonnie, yeah, all of those people still putting in work to this day and been around for a long time. So you know what I'm saying. Hats off to all those girls.
Okay, all right. My sister, I appreciate you taking your time to rock with me, man. You gave me another chance. I ain't gonna lie. I learned a lot about you. I thought I knew you already. I ain't know a lot.
You did not. You know what I'm saying? We was been supposed to do this, y'all. So when y'all see this, this is his fault. We was scheduled like 3 times. He was scheduled twice, and I had to reschedule. But we here now. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna make this. I'm like, I just got back from Cali yesterday, so I was tired, but I'm like, now I'm gonna make this happen.
This is pay-per-view, right? December 9th pay-per-view, right?
It should be. Yep, it should be. It's in New York. It's in Brooklyn. They gotta have a pay-per-view for that. You know, they already announced 40 versus Coffee. That was supposed to go down. Coffee's having an amazing year. 40's having an amazing year. So I'm excited for that. You know the work that Casey do. You know the fucking work that I do. We are back home. We are back in the ring. Whether there's a ring or not, we are back, Queen of the Ring. You understand what I'm saying? We've been waiting for this for a long time. So get your fucking tickets. If you have not got your ticket, get a pay-per-view. Y'all don't want to miss this.
Last question. Did you have fun doing commentary?
I loved it. Oh my God.
A lot of fun.
I loved it. Did you like watching it? Like,
yes, I did. I ain't gonna lie. Y'all did no gaslighting or no bullshit, no gassing. Y'all did a splendid job. Y'all did a great job.
But that's where I come from. You know what I mean? I come from the world of doing that. And that's why, you know, when I got that call from Remy, it was a no-brainer. Like, yeah, this is, I can't battle rap forever. That's something I eventually want to get back into. And then I can use, you know, bits and pieces of that, me talking, introducing the battles, going to the battles, going in and out seamlessly. You know what I mean? I can use that to go up to a radio station like, yo, I have experience. This is me. You know what I'm saying? So it was something I wanted to do. And, you know, I look forward to doing it again, whether it's with Chrome, URL, Queen of the Ring. You know, that's where I want to land eventually.
Would you go back to RBE?
I don't know, because right now
you got a classic over there with QB.
Right.
Go red.
No, I know, I do, and I have no problems with the platform or whatever, and they treated me nice, they compensated me well, no issues. But right now, I work with URL.
Right, I got
now.
you.
And we have a deal that's on the table. Both parties still need to, sign, because I have my lawyer look at stuff and everything. But we rock as if I'm a URL artist, and I rock with them. I give them that respect. Like when people call me, like, hey, what we got going on, in the next couple of months, they call me like, this is happening, that, whatever. And then I see what my openings are and stuff. So I work as if, the ink has dried already. I can't say that it has, but they respect me, they treat me well. So for right now, I would have to say no, because of my dealings and stuff. I wouldn't want to, not that they would say no, but you know how that go. You know what I'm saying? Like, you can't be signed to everywhere. You can't.
Let me ask you this question also. Did you take offense to Remy saying that Chrome 23 originally was for the females, but now she got to break it down and bring more men into the stable? Did you 40 took offense that a little bit? How do you feel about that?
No, I didn't really take offense, because I knew what she was saying, and that's a conversation that her and I have had offline. You know what I mean? Maybe the wording wasn't exactly right, but the message was. They're just not. It's not producing what she needs to get a return on an investment. You understand what I'm saying? So I managed several companies, you know what I mean? Like everybody knew I was a assistant manager at Best Buy, and you know what I'm saying, assistant manager at Nike. So I understand return on investment. I understand business. So if you're putting out dollars, you are doing so with the expectation of getting your money back.
Right.
If you've already done 2 events with all females and you haven't made a dime, what can you put out at this point? You know what I mean? How can you keep doing everything? Because she's doing everything from head to toe. You know what I mean? Makeup, dressing you, flying you, driving you, whatever. Like, I got a personal car from Connecticut all the way to Queens, where the battle was at, every time I work with her. You know what I'm saying? That's expensive. You know what I mean? Like that's coming out of her pocket. Yes, she is Remy. Yes, she has money, but who says her money that she's making off of her lifestyle and what she does is not already accounted for? She needs that income to come in. So if we're not producing the return on the investment, then she's going to have to bring in some of those heavy hitters. And it does still give us opportunities as well to be seen. And you know what I mean? So it just makes the card that much bigger. Okay. So I really don't have a problem with it. Like I said, maybe the wording was a little bit different, but the messaging was right. And we've had that conversation offline, so I didn't take no offense to it.
All right. Sure, I appreciate you, sister, for real.
I appreciate you.
Peace and love, all right?
All right.